After a successful party election, the chairman of the new Patriotic Party in the Northeast region, Nuruddin Fuseni, who was re-elected to serve a second term, led his newly elected executives to pay a courtesy call on the overlord and king of Mampulgu, as tradition demands, to thank the king and his elders for the outcome of the exercise over the weekend. As a sign of peace and unity, the executives were accompanied by some of the losing aspirants and their supporters. At the Chief Palace, the chairman introduced and presented the new executives to the king and his elders and gave a briefing on the entire process, which he said was conducted freely and fairly. The overlord expressed his excitement with the way and manner the party leadership and supporters conducted themselves throughout this process and congratulated them for a successful election exercise. He said to the chairman that his re-election showed the party supporters were satisfied with his performance and encouraged him to do more to achieve the agenda of his party. The overlord, however, reminded the chairman of the task ahead of him to ensure the unity and progress of the party. The new executives were accompanied by several youth groups and ordinary supporters of the party.
We ladies, we are more than the men. So we make sure that we mobilize the women to come out and support the chairman and the executives in the region to help the Bawumia to break the 8.
The newly elected women organizer Humusanda also spoke to Joy News.
Our mission is even to break the 8. So we are going to make sure that we create more youth groups, women groups, men groups, to do all what we can do to be able to break the 8, so that our vice presidents will be the future presidents.
The chairman also visited the chief of Gambaga and the imam of the town to show his appreciation for their prayers and blessings. Speaking to Joy News after the visit, the chairman thanked the supporters of the party in the region and announced his intention to embark on a thank you tour as part of the rebuilding and reconciliation process. The chairman says his number one priority is to ensure that Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia becomes the presidential candidate of the party, and as a chairman from the vice president's home region, he has assigned himself a special task for the Bawumia agenda.
And we'll go beyond of his region to make sure he gets the leadership. That is our hope. The hope of NPP is Bawumia. We have no option, no choice than Bawumia. He has to lead us, and he must lead us, and we are going to make sure he leads us. These are the three things, because we deserve it, he has worked for it, and he has really laid a foundation to get this position. I think the contest is not, I don't see any tough contest when it comes to flag bearership with Bawumia with any other country. All the rest of the candidates do, they cannot stop. They are making noise small, but at long last, when we go to polls for this race, Bawumia is going to emerge victorious of the referendum. Then the party is going to be firm. It's already firm, but it will be more firm, well prepared for 2024 election. And I'm going to work hand in hand with my colleagues, regional chairman across the country, to make sure we have this agenda of the vice president being the flag bearer of the party succeed.
Ilyas Sutanko reporting for Joy News.